Hey everybody, it's Justin from JarinV. So you found my video, you found my channel, and I'm really excited because you're probably wondering, well, who is this guy and why is he even relevant? Why is he even on YouTube, right? And that's a very good question. And hopefully you'll stick around to hear that answer.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's okay. It's okay. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Yeah, take my word for it, it's a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger.
So if you're noticing, this is video number 1 for me. I do have a little short film that I filmed and I upload on YouTube. I have not used YouTube like I probably should have. But we'll get to that, and there's a reason why. So non-traditionally, I'm starting this channel out from scratch, and I didn't do what all other photographers and videographers have seemed to have done, and that was start with YouTube, grow their channel, and find success in that. I actually found my success in my business, and now I want to share that business with you and then give you some of the tools and the tricks and the insight into my business and how I've made it successful and what you can do maybe if you're interested in getting into photography and filmmaking, because it's a very competitive world. And I'm all about the community. I'm all about connecting and trying to give back and give knowledge, because a lot of what I learned over the years was from mentors, was from people that I've had an encounter with, and they've given something to me. And they've exchanged information or exchanged skills, and that exchange is what helped shape me and my company into what it is today. So I think I owe it to you to kind of give you that introduction, since this is my first video, and really kind of sell you on who I am and why I think you want to listen, because relevancy is important, and you have to resonate with your audience in order to connect with them so that they will follow you, that they will listen to anything you have to say. So again, for me, this was non-traditional, right? I didn't go to film school. I didn't go and grow up as a photographer and go to every school about photojournalism or photography as a whole. I learned this on my own. And I remember back when I was a young kid, the Polaroid, right? And I know I'm dating myself, but I remember taking a picture and getting this Polaroid in my hand, and it just mesmerized me. I was blown away that I was able to freeze an image, freeze what I was seeing, and then materialize that into a memory that I could hold in my hand and relive, go back to that. And it just blew me away. And from there, I always wanted to heavily get involved in photography. I wanted to go to school for it. I wanted to be a part of it. I remember writing screenplays and wanting to be an actor, but always being told by the world, you can't make money in that. Like, you have to be the small percentage that makes it successful and the odds of it, so you need to go a different path. And like many, I let those influences decide my fate in a sense. That was until 9/11 happened. And then that changed the world for a lot of people. Changed it for me. And I joined the military. I served my time. And then I got out and I ended up going into federal law enforcement. So my career path was nothing to photography or filmmaking. But I always, any chance that I got, I used photography, whether it was on my smartphone when they introduced the iPhone, and that has grown, right? The camera on that is remarkable. But I bought into the cheaper aspect of it because I didn't have the means or the resources to get really into the photography, into the professional realm of things. And so I, had to use what I had available to me. It wasn't until later that I started to take my investment serious and really buying into the professional grade equipment when I decided that I wanted to start this business and go all in. So any chance that I could get, I would take pictures and I would learn and I would get the understanding of composition and see the perspectives and you know, frame up my shots and then figure out how light manipulated things. And it brought me back to my childhood. It brought me back to when I was in my local movie theater, that beautiful theater that probably should have been in Hollywood. And I remember watching movies on that and just being mesmerized by the filmmakers who created these amazing stories and were able to stitch together scenes to make incredible movies. And it just reminded me that I had a love and a passion for it. So I decided a few years back that I wanted to do this full time. I wanted to, you know, create images like this for clients, and I wanted to take this passion and really make it into something and transform it into a business that was going to be successful. And I did that, right? I started my company. It's called JarinV. Please go to the website. You can check it out. And you know, I started originally sharing images on Instagram and really growing on that platform some of those images. And it really just kept, you know, spawning a new thing. It kept making me want to be better and wanting me to grow and do all these other things. And so I remember YouTube was really big, right? YouTube has always been tremendous for creators and giving back and growing as a community, right? There's different people that give content that are tutorial and you know, give insight. And so that's what I want this channel to be. I want it to be a place where we can come together, have discussions, talk about tools, things that help elevate my business and my photography, because that's what it comes down to is, you know, the tools that I use, they have to be on a creative level, but they also have to give back to my business. Is there a return of investment? And can I take that investment and put it back into the business to continue to grow and be stronger and better as an organization? And so on this channel, I want to talk about those different things. I want to talk about the gear that I'm using and talk about the things that I've tried, because my time as a small business hasn't been, you know, all rainbows and just everything was perfect and great. No, I've had my successes and I've had my failures, and I've learned in those failures. The growth mostly came from me being uncomfortable and learning how to get back up, how to change things, how to do things a little different so that I didn't go under. So I, you know, understand if you're getting into a small business or you're thinking about photography, it's a competitive world, but with the right direction, you can be successful and you can do things and you can build your client base and you can turn your business into, you know, a very successful organization. And that's what this is about. So I hope that you'll stick around. I really am excited to have you here, and I appreciate you checking this out. I'll appreciate it more if you'll subscribe, you'll like, and you'll comment below. It's the way to grow this channel. It's the way to grow. Everybody knows the sayings and what people try to encourage you to do on YouTube. So I won't bore you to death with that, but it would be very appreciative. I'm really excited for the content that we're going to throw out here. And if you comment below on ideas and things that you want to know about, or things you want to know about me or my company, please feel free to ask, because I'm telling you, I believe in the community and I believe in growth and sharing knowledge so that we can grow together. And that's bottom line what this channel is about. So I hope you'll subscribe, and we'll talk on the next video.